Hey everyone, and welcome back. The push for the 4,000 subscriber this month is still happening, so for more details, check the description. You can win gift cards in different forms. But for now, let's jump into the video. So we are now reviewing the weapon that is the Plasma Cutter in the Instigating variety, because I managed to get one of these in one of the daily ops, which is quite lucky. I'm still trying to roll for a bloodied one, but for now I'm just gonna make a spotlight video about this one. And if you watched my video on the just basic Plasma Cutter in general, then you'll know that no matter which blade you choose, it doesn't really matter, because they kind of perform the same. They all have their kind of situational advantages against certain type of enemies. But for this reason, I chose the Flaming Blade, as well as for the reason that Friendly Fire was enabled for any weapon that has flaming damage. So as you can see, I have Friendly Fire on for sort of an everyday use. But of course, if you don't care about public events and whatnot, then you don't need to keep this on and you can go with whatever. I just, this is just a personal preference. As for the damage of the weapon, this weapon is sitting currently without any damage buffing perks and 15 strengths at 93, 94, just base damage. Actually, I have more than 15 strengths because I have unyielding armor, but once you put on the perks, this actually starts racking up. So, Expert Gladiator, Gladiator, and Master Gladiator, as well as Bloody Mess. And now we are sitting at a whopping 121, 145 damage and not fully in Nerd Rage threshold. I'm about 50% health, so some adrenaline reaction is already boosting this damage. I might run this outside of power armor since I don't need to be at Nerd Rage threshold for using it. But yeah, let's just jump in and kill some enemies with this thing. There you go, explosion avoided, marvelous. Let's just go in and kill some ghouls. And never say no to some free lead. Wakey wakey. 2-shot for a sort of high-level ghoul. Easily one-shotting them with a power attack. One-shotting even the big ones with a power attack. I'm wondering if at the Nerd Rage I could one-shot the big ones. Yes, I can. I can absolutely one-shot the big ones at this amount of health, which is interesting. I mean, yes, it's instigating, I know, but I'm quite impressed with this. This is performing surprisingly well. Reminds me of the old days when, the weapons didn't used to suck. Hello. Yep, I can completely one-shot you, and I'm not even sneaking, so that's another buff there which I'm missing out on, but... Oh, hello. You are a 3-star... Oh, you somehow didn't die from that. I'm gonna die from this, though. There we go, finally go down. Okay. Well, that was a bit of a mess, but I somehow didn't die, which is interesting. I guess there are some benefits to not being at bloody threshold all the time. Nope. Okay, let's see how the tough guy in here will handle this with a power attack. And I'm in danger though, but yeah, okay, that's not helpful if I'm in danger. Okay. Yep, okay, he's still a threat, but I'm gonna try this again with the hopefully a better chance of sneaking. Nope, he's definitely not. Yeah, it looks like some enemies still can take quite a bit of beating with this thing, but I mean it was doing alright, I guess. It's not horrible. Go away, Red Roach. Alright, again, let's see with just regular sneaking attacks how much can I do against these guys. Yep, not an issue at all. Yep, and I wasn't even detected there. Alright, well, I mean, yep, against just general mobs, crowd control, this is definitely a solid weapon. Not much else to say there, so let's jump into something a bit more tough, which is Super Misents. That guy there seems like a good candidate to get smacked. Well, that wasn't the one shot, that's for sure. Can 2-shot an Overlord with Sneak. Can I one-shot them with a... Okay, with a power attack damage I can one-shot them even without Sneak, so that's something. At least, not this Warlord though, sadly. It's kind of inconsistent with its damage. I don't know if Instigating sometimes just doesn't work properly. Overlords are fine. Warlords are not fine though. Warlords are a bit tougher than what I can get away with. Demolishers are definitely not working, but 2 power attack damage to them is enough to take them down, so that's nice, I guess. Actually, before we go to the Scorch Beast, I wanted to show it on a robot boss, which is of course the sentry bot. Let's see if I can out damage the sentry bot with this thing. That's actually a decent amount of damage. And that was it. Well, did alright, and you know, did the job, I guess. There's not much else to say about it. Whatever, let's move to the Scorch Beast. Alright, there is our candidate, and now we are in power armor again. Keep that in mind. I'm basically screwing myself over with the, you know, instigating damage, since the power armor pretty much takes it away immediately with the acid effect coming into play, but whatever. I just wanna see if I can, I guess, out-damage this guy at my... I think I'm at nerd rage threshold by now, so, you know, we'll see how we do. I just need to get him to land.
2 hours later.
Finally, he's landing. Jesus, that took him a long time. Alright, just power attack him. 1. 556 damage. 884 on the head. There you go, and probably did it without using a single stimpack, because I'm actually out of stimpacks, so I know that I didn't use a single one. So yeah, you know, overall opinion of this weapon is kind of good. I mean, it's fulfilling the role that it's probably supposed to do, which is crowd control. It's got a faster swing speed than something like the Warglaive, but a bit lower base weapon or damage. But with this in mind, you know, you could see that probably all the ghouls, despite maybe the legendary one and the boss ghoul, could be one-shotted with it, even without using something like wets. So for something like that, this is definitely a perfect candidate to fulfill that role. And also it is nice to have a flaming variant so that I can use it in instead of my shish kebab, which is just, you know, lacking damage. So yeah, hope you guys find it informative and helpful. If I find the Untitled or bloodied variant, I'll be back in another review. But for now, I'm gonna say my goodbyes, so goodbye everyone.